How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's Obi Woody here, and welcome to my Corrupted Gauntlet guide. So, Corrupted Gauntlet is a giant boss that you take on within Prifddinas after completing the quest Song of the Elves. The Song of the Elves also requires you to complete Morning's End Part 1 and Morning's End Part 2, and also other side quests that you have to do beforehand. Now, once you have completed Song of the Elves, you have lots to enjoy around the entirety of Prifddinas. You've got lots of different places you can visit. You have also a mini game called Volcano, and you also have a dungeon area which includes lots of different Slayer monsters. Now, the one big and final one which you can also enter is the Gauntlet. Now, the Gauntlet has a minimum requirement that is preferably preferred. Now, I'm going to show the stats on the screen of what is required. It's 85 in all combat stats. You can do it lower, but it's going to take you a lot longer. And also 77 prayer, which is highly recommended. When you've entered the portal, you'll see yourself in this room. It consists of a few different things. One being the reward chest, one being the gauntlet, which you can enter the normal to start off with. And then once you've completed the first one, you can then complete the corrupted one. You also have your channel teleport platform, so you can get out of the area. You have your bank deposit box. You also have your scoreboard. And on the other side of the room, you have your crystal singing recipes and your Egganol potions. A fantastic thing to get if you use RuneScape with Runelite. It's fantastic to get the plugins for Gauntlet. Now, the three that I have installed, there is an extra one that I will be showing. There is Gauntlet, Gauntlet Calculator, and the Gauntlet. The Gauntlet keeps a track of all of the resources you need as you're running around. I'll get to those shortly in a bit. And there's also the Hunllef helper, which is absolutely fantastic. So if you download this, turn it on, see right at the bottom of your settings, you can click Hunllef helper. And when you start, it will say at the top here, press start right after you got hit by the first Hunllef attack. So as soon as Hunllef hits you for the first time, you want to obviously hold range, but when he has hit you and you see that 0, you click start, and there's a countdown until it changes over to mage. Now Perp talks in here. 2, 1, mage. So that's when you switch over to mage. Now, at any point, at any stage, if you walk under Hunllef and you get trampled, then all you do is click here. It'll then what it will do is it will estimate to when you got hit. 1, range. So then you carry on from where you are here. If you guys are already getting the hang of Hunllef, then I've made a little guide on the screen just showing how it all works. It's a very quick 3-step guide where you gather resources, you then gather the extras, and then you gather the last section. It's really easy to understand if you've already done Gauntlet and Corrupted Gauntlet and you want to find an easier run. This is me showing you now how I do it, and it always leaves me with 1 to 2 extra minutes. I highly recommend that you guys try this out. You'll find it a lot more relaxed. So I'll be showing you guys an entire run on a normal Gauntlet. You have 10 minutes to complete the room. Now, how I do it, I will show you an image of how it normally looks, of what I normally tend to do. For a tier 2 setup, you grab 7 of each item, and you make sure you grab 2 herbs, and you have 10 whole minutes to complete this room. Very simple, very easy. I can guarantee you this now, this will be a lot easier when you start getting used to it. If you've only ever done Gauntlet once or twice, it's never going to be easy. It's never going to be. It's something that you eventually have to get used to doing. In other words, keep it the grind and you'll get exactly what you need out of it. Something I would suggest though is making sure that you get at least 10 or maybe even 20 or even pushing it, maybe even 30 gauntlets complete, just so that you're comfortable with doing Gauntlet. There you go. Once you've got 7 of the resource you need, you can either drop your axe or your pickaxe. Something you also do need is a weapon frame. There we go. Crystal shards. These are tier 1 enemies, so they have a 1 in 3 chance of dropping them. If you haven't defeated the first one or the second one, the third enemy will definitely drop them. There's rats, bats, and spiders. So don't take any fish for the meantime. You don't need any fish right now. It's not important. So you want to do an entire ring around Hunllef, which will make this game 10 times easier. Because you're not having to randomly go in different places to get yourself lost, this just makes your run much, much easier. There we go. Need one more. Perfect. Now, at the end of this, you should have 7 of each resource, including 2 herbs, and the crystal shards you need, your harpoon, your crystal, and your pestle and mortar. Now, I've only got 1 herb, but that's okay. So you want to drop all of your resources as quick as you possibly can, keeping your weapon frame, keeping your herbs, and then double click 7, double click 2. So you've got 2 vials, 1 staff, fill your vials of water, drag your crystal shards underneath your pestle and mortar, make 3, and you'll see why. Another thing, so when you do your run around the circle around Hunllef, you want to have 130 shards. 100 so that you can make your staff to tier 2, and then for 2 vials, and you want to have 30 extra so then you can make it into that dust. And then the next phase, you want to then try and get to 380 shards from fishing, killing mobs, and other resources that you may need to get. Now, as I'm running around, I'm checking all the other rooms for any herb spots as well. There's no herb spots, but we've got fishing spots. We do need fish. Sorry for pausing again, but you need to get at least 24 fish to have a full inventory of fish. So each pool has 4 fish. So you need 6 pools in total for you then to have 24 fish. If not, you can work with 4 and 5 pools, but 6 if you want to stay safe. Fish. There we go. Now, we have a dark base, so you want to pray range against this. If you've got the plugins installed, it will highlight the colour that you have to pray against. Very simple, very easy. Now, while you're attacking this, you can also make a potion, but just make sure that you click in on the beast as well, so that you're not wasting any time. So there we go, we've got 1 Eggnol potion ready. There we go. That's 1 down. Now, some of you don't have all of the same levels in your stats. Some might have higher strength or higher range or higher mage. If you prefer getting 2 of the weapons that have your best combat stats, then get those, if you have the time for it. If you don't, just work with what you've got. And that way you'll learn to do it better in the future. So now, we want to be looking for a dragon or a bear, which I'm happy with either way. But do remember to pick up the weapon frame as well. Sorry, that was my mistake. And because we have got a room that has fish in, we're going to fish all these. And that will get us the crystal shards that we need. Now, as I was explaining about the plugin, as you can see at the bottom here, it will show you all the things that you currently either have or you don't have. So it says here I still need 2 more herbs. I'm waiting for those at the moment. There we go. As soon as I've got myself 2 more herbs, I'm ready. There we go, so there's 1, and there's 2 over there. Perfect. So I'll put that in the vial, and put it in, pick the herb. There we go, all done. It's as simple as that. So we've got 6 inventory spots. What we'll do, safe spot the rat. There we go. And as soon as we've got a full inventory of food, pick into the next room. Still got 5 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. Take a sip here. There we go, there's a dragon. That is absolutely perfect. So pray mage. And hit the dragon. Now you guys don't need like prayers from the Chambers of Xeric. You don't need augury and rigor, but I have got rigor on the other hand, so I will be using that. Just to make the kill a little bit quicker. There we go. So that's everything. Don't need the second weapon frame. And then what you want to do is you want to teleport back. Now you've got all the fish you need. Just drop all the fish that you have got for now. Drink a potion. Then use the potion on the other one. So when you fill it at the water pump, you basically have 7 doses of potion just sitting there waiting for you. Now, we need to get a little bit more fish. So that's exactly what I'm going to go and do. So once you've made your tier 3 weapon and your 2 vials, you need to have at least a total of 380 crystal shards. So we've got 342, 363, 392. There we go, that's perfect. Now we can teleport back. We've got 25 foods, we've got 1 extra one that we don't need. Or we might actually only have 24, that's fine. So then you want to go to the singing bowl. Now you've got all of your resources. Make a tier 3 staff, and because we did a dark piece, it's a tier 3 bow. Then pick up all of your armor on the floor. So pick up everything that's on the floor. Still got 4 whole entire minutes left. Now the rooms are random sometimes, so they will change, but not to worry, because at this rotation, we're absolutely fine. Put on all your armor. Drop the scepter, you don't need any more. Drop the harpoon and the shards, you don't need them anymore. Put your weapon here in the very first slot, and then your 2 potions next to it. Once you've picked up all your fish, cook it immediately. Here we go. Now, cooking on a range. So, in this room, you want to preferably get Hunllef into the corner of a room. So, I will show you here what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to wait for Hunllef to walk into a corner. So then that way we can get him in a safer spot. And I'll explain why when we're in the room. Okay, so he's not quite in the corner that we need him in. But that's okay. But because we've got plenty of time, I'm going to show you guys like how it's going to work. I don't know how long it's going to take, so if I need to speed it up, I'll speed it up for you. Never mind. Okay, so he's not in the corner that we need him, but he could walk into a corner any second now. Spray range. There we go. So he's not in the corner that we need him. So what we'll do, walk into this corner here. There we go. This is the safe spot that we need him in. So that's the 3rd attack. That's a 4th attack. There we go. Spray mage. And range him. So get a camera angle that will help you. Spray range. Now he's going to switch his attacks. So he will attack 4 times before changing his prayers. There we go, he changes. And he does do that with magic sometimes. Now it's range again, because I've hit 5 times. Now it's range. There we go. It's also very, very handy to have true tile marker on as well on the Runelite plugin. You find it helps a lot. So staff, mage, pray range because he's switching. But you guys can use the perp plugin if you need to, which is the Hunllef helper that I was talking about earlier. There you go, pray mage and shooting range. Pray mage again because he's just turned off our prayers. There we go, pray range. Now you can attack him while you're walking around if you're used to it. Just try and get used to it first, so don't try and be an expert too quick. Pray mage. Put your prayers back on. Change your prayer. There we go, the kill is done. And completed it in 9 minutes 26. And the rewards, probably dog. Yep, that's fine. Absolutely fine. And there we are. Now once you've done your 20 or 30 normal Hunllef, and you are ready to give Corrupted Gauntlet a shot, then fantastic, because I am down to show you guys exactly how a Corrupted Gauntlet would work. Now, you're used to this whole, like, you know, getting 7 resources and everything like that. That's fine. You're basically on a timer now. You're on a 7.5 minute timer, so you've got 2.5 minutes less than what you normally had. So you grab everything you can as quick as possible, and you make sure you get it done as quick and as clean as you can possibly get it to. So you don't want to make any mistakes here, preferably. You can make the odd minor one here and there, that's absolutely fine. You can make mistakes if you have to. If you're just trying to learn it, that's fine. But if you don't want to get any like death streaks, then preferably just try and get your runs into motion and then just jump out the portal if necessary. But preferably, I'd recommend that you do the entire run and try and get Hunllef down. Now, Hunllef will be a higher combat level. She is 894 now than what she was in the original, which was 600 and something, I believe. I'll double check that and I'll post it on screen now. I completely forgot I said this. I said I was going to show it, and I just go back and editing it, going, oh yeah, I'll share it now. Here's the normal Hunllef, and here's the corrupted Hunllef. So you have got a bit of a way to go, and you will have a longer duration of fight, but as long as you're clicking in the right places and you're not spam clicking everywhere, you'll get it done super easy. It just takes time to get used to. I believe in you. You got it. But yeah, you will find that doing damage will take a lot longer, because instead of having, I think it was also 600 health, it will be somewhat of areas of 1,000 health. So you will have to take down more health. But that's expected, seeing it is a harder room. But that's absolutely fine. It's not an issue. Not a big issue. Now, if you don't get all the resources that you get around the very first inner ring of Hunllef, that's not to worry, because you can check the next few rooms as well. So if there's any trees there, we could go there. There isn't, unfortunately. But we will check down here to see if there's any trees. Nope, no trees, but we'll check the next room to see if there's also any trees. If there's not, that's absolutely fine. Check the next few rooms just to see. There are trees here. There we go. So we'll get these very quick. If you're still struggling, look at the second phase on the photo and then the third phase. It makes it 10 times easier to understand, honestly. You can also drop the pickaxe now because we've already got all that we need. That's 2, that's 3. Get the next tree. That's 4, and that's 5, and that's 6. There we go. So then what I normally do here is I drop a bit of bark, then I cut the tree, then drop the axe, and then the bark is automatically the first thing to pick up. So that's absolutely fine. So there we go. We've got all the resources that we need. So we'll come to the singing bowl, drop all the resources. There we go. So same thing as in the other Hunllef area, just 2 pots and a staff. If anything, I might make a 3rd pot here just to be safe, just in case. There we go. Put the staff on. Make your crystal shards very quickly. Drop the pestle mortar because you don't need it. There we go. It's a praying mage. Attack the dragon. And there is also herbs in the other room, so we can go and grab those shortly. Once you've got the dragon, preferably we want to try and look for a dark beast, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's grab all these resources, run into the next room really, really quickly. Okay, it is a bear, that's fine, it's okay. Still got 4 minutes on the clock, plenty of time. Doesn't look it, but it definitely is. Now you'll notice in the Hunllef room as well is that the floor is a lot quicker. The tornadoes are added by 1 extra compared to the original Gauntlet room as well. So take into mind that you will be expecting a little bit more havoc. But once you get the runs down, there won't be any more havoc. You'll have much easier runs and you can stay a lot calmer. Now these are the tier 2 enemies that you have to take down. Because they give you a lot of crystal shards, which do help a lot. There we go. Right. Now we do need fish. It's kind of annoying me because I haven't got any. Still trying to look for fishing spots. Okay. Nothing quite there yet. That's okay. Fishing spots, perfect. That's what we needed. Drink this quickly. Put that in there. Pour away. There we go. Perfect. There we are. So fish quickly. Hopefully there's dark beast in this next room. If there is, wonderful. So this will be 16 fish here. If there's other rooms with fish, we'll definitely take them. There we go. This will be 12. And this will be 16. There we go. Right, so home for a dark beast. Fingers crossed. Nope, no dark beast. Okay. Absolutely fine. There's more fish here. That's perfect. More fish for those. There we go. So that's 18 fish. I'm going to be happy with 18 fish, but if you guys want more, then you take more with you. So just start with a full inventory of 24, 25. You should be fine. But yeah, there's another dragon. So this will actually drop, because if you've already taken out 2 of the demi bosses, it will drop the other piece you're missing. Okay. Quickly get as much damage in as possible. Time is cutting short a little bit, so be as quick as you can. You guys will probably be a bit luckier than me and have the items that you need. That's probably gonna do damage. Yep. There we go. So we teleport out. Quickly get back home. Drop all the food as quick as you can. Make the weapons. So in this instance, it'll be 7, 8. There we go. Make the armor really, really, really quick. Quick as you can. Once you picked all of it up. There we go. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Pick up all your food. There we go. Once you picked it all up, you want to go straight to the furnace. There we go. Or the range, sorry, should I say. Now, I was going to make a third potion, but I didn't really have very much time, so that's okay. Now, Hunllef's probably going to sit in the middle, which I'm not going to be very happy with. That's okay. That's alright. He's in a corner that we need him in. Oh, he's in range. Okay, cool. There we go, so switch. And yeah, like I said, he's got 1,000 health, so you have got to be aware of that. Sorry, let me just reset that. There we go, so you can guys can see. But yeah, you guys will get eventually used to the switches, which is absolutely fine. It says it does take time. It does. It's absolutely normal. There we go. Very humble, very chill. Don't really need to move very far because he's in a corner. You haven't really got much of a worry. Just be careful of the heat floors, obviously. And just pray accordingly, and you'll be absolutely fine. It's exactly the same as the other room. There we go. And he's at 365. So he changes phases every... what do you call it? Every 300 HP, he'll have an even harder phase with an extra tornado. So that means the floors will change. It means that you'll need to be a bit more adaptive to where you're running in the room. But that's okay. Eventually you'll knock it down and you will see it like it's second nature at some point soon. It just gets some time taken, well, it just takes some time to get used to, really. And that's absolutely fine. Not everyone picks this up instantly. It's not easy. Oh. I was waiting to get hit there. Yeah, don't do that. There we go. It's gonna mage in a minute. There we go. And the kill's almost done here. There we go. Oh, that was close. Don't do that either. There we go. Just wait for the kill here. Should be nearly here. There we go. Just remember to stay relaxed when you're getting a kill as well, because I panicked a lot with my first few kills. And there we go, that is a kill. And then hopefully, if anything, you should get a very decent ward, whether it's an armor seed or even an enhanced seed. So there you go. Fortunately, I don't do this stuff anymore because I don't need to, and I probably never want to come back here again. But you guys, if anything, will be very happy with the rewards for working hard for getting your crystal armor and your crystal, just crystal armor seeds, and also the enhanced crystal weapon seed as well, which you guys will definitely want at some point soon. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope this guide helped you with somewhat of some manner. If you did like it, please make sure that you do drop a like on the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll reply back to them as soon as I possibly can, which is normally within about an hour. Apart from that, stay easy. Lots of love, big kisses, and hopefully I'll see you on the Twitch live stream. So, peace.